10. Looks like Sean Dickinson. No, let it go. Oh, Saunders back into the pack. Takes Monster. Donovan's in it. Sean English is in it. Oh my God.
Caution! No way. Or he's gonna dive bomb him. Here he goes. He's gonna try a bomb. All the way to his bumper. Can he shove him? Can't do it. Dylan Ord is gonna win it here in Iowa.
Try to knock him out of the way. 61.
Bump and run! Oh, he's done this before!
Bump and run to 61 to the inside. Can he make it work? He's got it.
The inside of the O2. He's sliding! Oh, Burrows is around. Oh, the wrecking right in front of him. That's Mogren.
Jones, great run on the high side.
Drive off the corner and...
They're gonna be side by side. This is gonna be a photo finish 3 wide out the wire. And that's the stripe. It's gonna be Ruggles! Oh my God, what a finish! iSCAR is in. We're up and away. Green flag.
61, Dominic Howell.
Oh, he gets hooked! Oh my God! Hard as the wall! Huge track on the start finish line. Who comes out on top?
Dallas Myhan wins.
Dallas Myhan wins it! What? Make quick work of that number 9 of Eric Andrews. Andrews washes up the racetrack. Oh, let's go! Oh no! Oh! They're gonna be wrecking. That's the big one. Oh my God! Connor's involved. They're still wrecking. And 0. We welcome you live here for the Laryngitis 100 presented by Dewey Schramm Sickness. Well, Dewey, nothing to say about that one. That's self-explanatory. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
And I'm Dewey Schramm. Welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. Hopefully it's a fun one for Dewey. Unfortunately, he's sick with the flu right now, so hopefully Dewey can survive this race. But otherwise than that...
Bye.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the broadcast. Currently, just about 2 minutes of practice remaining. Got a lot of fast people on the racetrack trying to log in. Their fastest on right and stuff like that.
Okay, me with the flu sounds better than whatever that just was. Come on. I'm not supposed to sound better than you right now, okay?
I mean, I don't know what to say, honestly.
Well, not that.
Oh, God. Got some new drivers out here on the racetrack. The 075 Christian West. Boy, he's...
I don't believe we've ever seen him before.
Yeah, we've never seen him before. Go ahead and ratchet adjust my camera real quick. But the 075 at Christian West, she's actually fairly new. He does have the rookie stripe, not the rookie stripe, but the rookie thing right next to his name. West is actually a pretty decent iRacer, 4,500 on his resume.
Second fastest right now, too.
Yeah, definitely. So, looks like he has a lot of super late model speed and experience. So, he puts that machine to second place. But right now, Aaron Mulrooney in that number 2 is up front.
Hopefully we have a solid race here tonight, as whenever guys with that much pedigree show up here, they don't always stick around if their first race ends up being like the Xfinity race was Sunday night. So, for the benefit of the field, it would be good if they can keep it cleaner than usual. So, maybe Christian West may show up again next week. Who knows?
Right, 26 drivers here on the racetrack, so a lot of points going to be on the line yet again for tonight's race. We'll go ahead and slide ourselves to the side and play the national anthem. So rise up, remove your hats as we salute our nation's colors. We're back here live for the Laryngitis 100, presented by Dewey Stram Snickiness. What am I saying? iSCAR Super Late Model Series, round number 2 out of 10. And yeah, drivers qualifying out on the racetrack. We'll go ahead and zoom up on their times and see what these drivers are running.
Well, we talked about the new guy, Christian West, he was leading qualifying up until Aaron Mulrooney, who also led practice, now jumps up to first. So, ooh, and another one jumps up. So, is that I don't know if we've ever seen that 092 before.
Yes, we have. Alex McCullum. Oh boy, he's a world-class racer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's in
wow.
the Coca-Cola series. I'm surprised to see him out of nowhere.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Fun fact, by the way, there is another Pro Series driver that is banned from this league. I will let you all guess that on your own, but just throwing that out there. Hopefully Alex McCullum does not become the second one banned from the league tonight, but...
Yeah, we've had multiple people, multiple drivers who've actually... are now world-class drivers. Kane Cook was one of them. Logan, obviously, another. Alex McCullum, now he's a world-class driver. Yeah, I'm expecting him to go ahead and make some fun here tonight. And it should give Mulrooney a challenge because, well, Mulrooney is your pole sitter still, but, man, very surprised to see him out of nowhere. That came out of the blue.
So I guess back to what I was saying before we just got stargazed at a pro driver. The two guys that were leading practice are also leading qualifying, so it looks like they're pretty consistent so far. So hopefully that translates to the beginning of the race.
Excuse me. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Or starstruck, not stargazed.
Yeah. So yeah, Kane Cook has ran a race before. He's a pro world-class driver. Clampitt is obviously a series, well, part-time regular. McCullum, he's been in this series for a couple of times. Before he turned into a pro world-class driver, he ran the modifieds a lot, and yeah, he got himself a good old ride there. I think he won the championship. No, he didn't. I forgot who did, but yeah. Who's another driver who I can name off the top of my head who's now a world-class driver? I don't know. But yeah, we've had a handful.
Well, Jarl Tien
Mullis,
also.
I think. Mullis ran here before. In the
Has he?
Street stock, yeah.
Jarl Tien has run in this series before, and if none of you guessed it already, Jarl Tien was banned from the league.
Yeah,
So
he was banned from the league, unfortunately.
nice to see that 16 of Dylan Schwallenberg. I don't think he's raced in a while now.
Yeah, good to see
So
him.
good to see him coming back.
Total of 28 drivers here on the racetrack, so that's pretty exciting. Should be a fun one.
69 of Seth Hood made his iSCAR debut last week at New Smyrna. He's back for more tonight, so good to see him returning to the series as well.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to go ahead and show the starting grid in front of your screen. Aaron Mulrooney and Alex McCullum going to round out row number 1.
And row number 2 will be the 075 of Christian West, and 2 is outside the 11 of Eric Heater.
Row number 3 going to be Mark Brannigan, Derek M. Smith round out 6th place.
Row number 4 will be the 116 of Jake Sylvia, and 2 is outside that 87 of Casey Drake.
Row number 5 is going to be Cody Webster and Glenn Bundren. Glenn picking up his first cup win just a week ago as we get ourselves set up for the green. Rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen. Find your favorite driver, and hopefully he wins it here for tonight as we get ourselves set for 100 laps of racing at the Thompson Speedway. 50% fuel, so all these drivers will have to pit at least one time. So, should be a lot of fun to see how Mulrooney will hold off Alex McCullum, because Mulrooney did log a faster lap than him in that number 2 machine. There he is, right in front of your screen.
Yeah, I'm very excited for tonight, but I just can't verbally express that. If I try to scream too much, you will probably hear next to nothing, so...
Dewey's apologies about that. Hopefully it gets better as we... I think we're getting set. No, we're waiting for 3 more drivers to grid up on the racetrack. Casey Drake, John Canizaro, and Andy McDowell, if Andy's even here. But yeah, we'll go ahead and show race analysis on the right-hand side of the screen as now people shift into first. Race length, 100 laps, running 62.5 miles in total. Pit window should be around 70 to 75 laps. I'm not sure about that. It should vary around, but these people will have to pit at least once. And pit road speed is 45 miles per hour. The track information is shown on the right-hand side of the screen. 5/8 of a mile, corner 17 to 20. Front stretch and back stretch is 2 degrees of banking. And straightaways 780 feet both ways. Do it. Go over the weather if you can.
And meteorologist Dewey Laryngitis Schramm with your Thompson race night forecast. Our current temperature here is 71 degrees, very warm for a February night in Connecticut. Humidity just 1%, very dry air here. Winds will be coming out of the west at about 11 miles per hour. And the track temperature pretty much the same as the air temperature, just 72 degrees compared to 71. So we have a perfect night for racing here at Thompson, and I can't wait to see it. And again, hopefully my voice makes it. Back to you, Ezeckiel.
Yeah, hopefully you do. Hopefully yourself just makes it as a whole, but whatever. Get yourself set up for the green flag. 100 laps going to be logged in total as the field works itself double wide through 3 and 4. Aaron Mulrooney in that number 2 machine will lead the field to the Charles McCullum, a world-class driver up on the high side. Green flag is out. We're up and away here at Thompson.
As the first couple cars are already single file out of turn 2, so looks like the field's already forming themselves up for the long run. As last week we had a first lap caution in the first race of the season, so we're already farther past one.
Yeah, definitely a lot of action going throughout the racetrack, but this car is fairly tight. McCullum in that 092 is trying to find himself around that number 2 of Aaron Mulrooney. Puts him to the back side of him. We'll see if he can put the bumper to him and shove him out of the way. It's just a bit of it as we see the Austin Griffey machine, unfortunately, is struggling out on the racetrack at P26. Already has a 2X, might have spun it earlier, but being off in 3rd place, Christian West. On a bit of dance with that number 11 of Eric Heater.
McCullum right on Mulrooney's bumper still. This could be a race-long battle here. This could be a really good one to keep your eye out on.
Yeah,
keep your eye out on. There we go. Oh, someone just hit the wall out of turn 2, I believe, as they're still up against the wall.
It's Jake Sylvie in the 116 as he tagged the wall and got real tight off of that turn as here we go, lap car's going to get in the way. Austin Griffey, the 057, going to work himself down low and out of harm's way. The 2 Mulrooney is going to whip by, as well as McCullum, who's still laying the bumper to that number 2. It's just a matter of time before that number 82 is going to put his talents to work on that number on Mulrooney as they head into 1.
Yeah, Austin Griffey might have a long night ahead of him. He's going to have for a quick caution to get himself right back on the lead lap, or he may be in for a rough night.
How about that line they're taking out throughout the corner? They're not running on that patched area since it's too slick and not enough grip. There's not enough grip to really run down there right up against that patched area, but McCullum staying in line. He's not really ambiguous enough to try different lines, as now he goes a bit lower than Mulrooney. Has a nice bite off, but it's just a matter of how you're going to pass here around the racetrack. Mulrooney up the track. McCullum had to check up just a slight, just to prevent from running to the back of him.
As those top 2 have really distanced themselves a little bit here, is they've got about a 1 second gap on that 075 at Chandler West. I'm sorry, Christian West. I don't know where Chandler just came from. But back to what I was saying, those top 2 seem to be the class of the field already here. As we're now approaching lap 10, so about a 10th of the way through already. So not quite in the fuel window yet, but it's interesting to see potentially how much tire wear these cars are already taking there. With a tight car and the new tire model, it'll be interesting to see if anyone has to pit for tires.
That's the older tire model.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, these things haven't been switched to the newer tire model yet, so hence why I don't think anybody is.
Well, I'm sure the field's happy about that.
Yeah, but of course, with the crappy set, I guess you could say it's fairly tight, snug throughout the racetrack. None of these drivers not getting the feel of it. I was on the setup itself, and you had to turn the wheel about 90 degrees to the left just to get something happening. As Eric Keeter in the number 11 is going to disconnect it. He pulls himself out. I don't know where he was running as.
Yellow.
More people lap, and we're going to have a yellow.
And it's the 116 of Jake
still running
Sylvie and
into
somebody else in the middle of the track. Oh boy.
It's Brandon Sampson in the number 96. So gotta get a replay of what happened as they worked themselves off of turn number 4. Oh. Yeah, just tight racing there as I think Sylvia.
Hopefully those were the only 2 cars involved there.
Get another view at it. This is Jake Sylvia in the 116. Brandon Sampson. I think Jake just came down.
I think Brandon might have come up a little bit, but probably not as much as Jake came down. Oh, a couple of close calls there to not as I think Noah Allison actually at the outside wall, missing him right there. A lot of close calls avoiding that 96 car. That could have been a lot bigger than it was.
We'll see who comes in and takes on 4 tires. Of course, it's 20 seconds in one stop, so luckily for the number 057 of Austin Griffey, he's gonna get the wave around and get put back on the lead lap. But unfortunately, the 96 of Brandon Sampson, he got lapped as he spun around. 73 of Richard Valverde. He's taken on 4 tires. He wrecked it out in the what you call it race, the Talladega Xfinity race. Glad to see him out on the racetrack as he works himself. 4 tires on that machine. William Schmidt also on pit road. Another driver working himself on the pit road. Alex McCullum works on the pit road from 2nd place.
That's an interesting call really early on in the race. Separated themselves from the rest of the field, so we'll have to see if he ends up getting stuck in the back or for anybody that watched the new Smyrna race Monday night, Derek Griffith dominated the ARCA East race there, and he ended up getting a penalty that put him to the back. But once he got new tires, he plowed through the field and ended up almost getting back to the lead. So it'll be nice to see if McCollum can do the same thing.
Right, but there's only about 8 drivers that pitted that time by, so he's gonna be stuck all the way back.
Yeah, about probably 18th or so. Yeah.
Actually, I think more than that. 19th place. Yeah, you're right. Around there. There he is.
Now there's solid splash and go graphics scheme on that car.
Yeah, running an SARA scheme, SARA, really good super late models. League as the field works itself into 3 and 4. Aaron Mulrooney, that number 2, will take it from the restart.
Green, green, green.
And he gets a great start as Christian West was leading that inside line. Didn't get a good of a start, and Mulrooney just jumped it. And so you have a car up into the wall. That's the 46 of Darius Riza Dadgar, and he's gonna sink down to the back because he rode the wall all the way through the turn.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of right side damage, unfortunately.
He's gonna have to find for repairs. Jake Sylvia gonna cut off Charlie Byron in the corner. Lots of people stacked up as there's contact.
Whoa.
Sylvia gets hit by Byron.
Nice save. Slow car on the bottom. Not sure who that is. It's not Dadgar, but he's in the grass now. I don't know what's going on there. 66 of Derek M. Smith. Oh, he's pit. Oh, he's not pitting.
Just trying to get himself out of the way. Probably spun it earlier. Gets himself back into the racetrack. Meanwhile, up front, Mulrooney is under fire still by that number. The 075 of Christian West. Now, oh, he tags the wall.
There he's in the wall. Nice jinx, but didn't lose that much time. He'll have another shot here in probably a lap or two. He didn't really lose all that much.
The 092 of Alex McCullum elected to pit. Last time by, he's already worked himself into number 11, nearly split around 3 wide. Schwallenberg tags the wall as well as the 7. Charlie Beyer has worked themselves into the corner.
As McCollum restarted 19th, he's already up into the top 10 within 3 laps. He is flying through the field.
Right, that just tells you how much new tires mean. All the drivers you see,
wow.
Big bite. He gets off the corner with those fresh 4 tires. Everybody working on their 23rd lap on this set of tires. You never know on how it'll be, because you do have to pit at least once in this race. McCullum, with him coming on in, he's dragging along another person who also recently hit pit road. The 45 of Cody Webster, but
yeah, we're both having a tough time with words tonight. It's fine. Just bear with us, I guess.
Themselves into 1 and 2. We're watching Glenn Bundren in the number 98, trying to fend off the number 45 of Cody Webster. Also a battle right behind for position. McCullum working himself around here. Grindle, the 002. Again, this tight seems to be set. What the heck am I saying? This set seems to be tight. As, one car on the wall,
he's gonna go around, or saves it. That's again. We got another car around. That's the 24 of Allison, and he gets hit by Smith, and that will bring the caution out once again.
Ouch.
As Sylvia was able to save it off the wall, but unfortunately the 24 could not.
We'll take a replay of what happened as they worked themselves right up off the corner. Number 24, Noah Allison, watch him in front of your screen. Noah looks like, oh man,
what?
That was weird.
That is really weird.
Richard Valverde.
I think you got a piece of that.
Yeah, you see the 66 of Derek M. Smith get involved. We'll see the 116 of Jake Sylvia. He might have tagged the wall. Looks like he got tight.
He got it pretty hard, yeah.
Man, nice save by him.
That's still that's such a weird way for the 24 to go around. I don't think he took the turn totally normal and it just snapped right into the wall.
Yeah, he also got hit by William Schmidt in the process as he was spinning down. Probably why the car jolted in such a weird way, but some cars are hitting pit road this time by. Of course, these things are tanks, so I'm not expecting anybody to be DNF from that wreck.
As looks like the 96 of Brandon Sampson will be getting the wave around here, as he was involved in the first accident, also with the 160 in the Sylvia, so that'll add another car onto the lead lap here. Pretty quick race so far. We're already on lap 30, so...
Right. As you see, all those drivers just pile right off of pit road. My goodness
One of them
gracious.
Someone just went through the grass, I believe, or got pushed into the grass coming off of pit road.
All these drivers have to slap on 4 as quick as they can, because the way you exit off of pit road, it's literally a one-lane racetrack off of pit road. So,
I mean, like, pretty much the pit road entrance and the pit road exit here is pretty much driveway for all intents and purposes.
right.
Thompson's a beautiful track. I've been to it before, but boy, is it narrow in some places. Makes you wish iRacing would go in and scan the road course here.
I thought they would.
It'd be pretty neat.
I honestly thought they would. Get an update on positions throughout the racetrack. Mulrooney hasn't changed around. West is up 1 because McCullum pitted earlier, but he's up to 5th. Down 3 spots of where he started. Webster is up 6 as well as Glenn Bundren, the number 98. How about a nice run by that number 98? Glenn was severely damaged at USA, but now he's having a solid run up here. Carson Poindexter in the number 1. I thought that was Matthew Klein, but I guess it wasn't. Matthew is actually now in the 00. There he is in front of your screen. He's got the right side torn up on his machine. He's currently in 17th place, but here we go. Getting set for the restart yet again. The 2 of Mulrooney. He's going to elect the outside for the restart.
I believe he elected the outside on the last restart as well, and he was able to get that really big jump out of turn 4 I was talking about, so...
Right.
I guess at least on the restart he's more comfortable up there than on the inside line, so...
Yeah, definitely.
Got a couple cars still catching up here before the start.
Alright, pace car is in. Mulrooney will hit the throttle, and we're back racing as
Green's out,
field
green
works
flag,
themselves
green
into
flag.
turns number 1. A lot of contact right behind him.
Whoa.
One car gets shoved all the way to the low side. They're 3 wide in the corner. Casey Drake trying to follow, I think, a triple-digit number, the 002 of Harry Grindlow as they work right up off the corner. Still 2x2 action. Litter all over the racetrack. One car tags the wall.
Charlie Byer in the wall.
And they're scrambling all over the place. Glenn is going to turn it around.
Flag is out.
And I believe McCullum clipped him there. Oh, no, and the car around into 1. Sylvia's around again.
Oh, we're piling
and a
more.
Huge hit. 4 or 5 cars pile in there. Menshu's in there. A white car, I'm not sure who that is.
Wow.
Rough night for Jake Sylvia. That's the 3rd incident he's been involved in already. So. Yikes.
Yeah, that was fairly interesting. There was cars littered throughout the whole racetrack. We'll get a replay. There was 2 wrecks that happened at once. We'll see what happened to the number 98 as... Ooh, looks like he got a tap by the number 45 of Webster. Finally turned it around.
Jeez, McCullum got a piece of that as well. As you saw in turn 3, Barrio got the wall, but there was like 3 separate incidents all there. As Christian West, I think, was the car that got loose, and then I don't know what that was.
Oh, well, it sort of like whipped around for
Scott Yost, Seth Hood, nowhere to go in that, but
on board of the 116 to Jake Sylvia. You saw the number 98 right in front of him, right there, and the car, well, he tried to break it, finally went around, and of course, him sliding back up the racetrack just doesn't play well. The 85 gonna pile in. Actually, is that the 85? Yeah, Scott Yost and the 85 piles in. I don't know who that is on the high side. 69 of
Seth Hood,
he piles in.
that's Jackson Menshu also.
Right.
Yeah, that was a weird one. That was like they started wrecking in turn 3 and they finished wrecking in turn 1. It was like 3 or 4 different incidents. So hopefully McCullum didn't get damaged that bad, as he ended up hitting Bundren as he went around.
Yeah, I'm curious on that damage on that. The 089, not 082, but Oh, 92.
Oh, 92.
They're using front of
Oh,
your
yeah, he's
screen.
got some left front damage
Right.
there now.
And he did hit pit road just a lap ago, just to go ahead and buff out that left front. And hopefully help it through the corner. But
Looks like we'll have no DNFs from this, though, so that's fortunate.
actually, we do. Jake Sylvia and Seth Hood. Actually, no, Seth Hood is getting on the racetrack.
Well, one DNF. I mean, one DNF through 38 laps is pretty impressive, I think.
Definitely.
At least compared to last week. Last week was something else here.
Right.
So.
All right, getting ourselves set back. Yet to pit. What are you gonna hit the throttle? We're racked up and away here.
Green
At Thompson. How about Carson Poindexter working himself? He stayed out. They are tight through the corner. I'm surprised all these drivers are still keeping it off of each other because these are fairly wide race cars. You see the 116. Whoa, we got trouble!
Derek M. Smith saves it.
Wow, what a save. He washes back up the track in front of the 87 of Casey Drake. They're fanning 3 wide into the corner. All these drivers all over the place as McCullum nearly ran to the backside of the 24. Noah Allison. There we go, we got contact.
There we go. Allison around in the same place as last time. Christian West.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And yet again, we'll round them all up. Go green again, I guess. Second time this race, Noah Allison's gone around out of turn 2. In both times, William Schmidt was pretty close or involved in it.
Yeah, we're gonna replay what happened as I heard. Yeah, Brannigan called it today.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Brannigan called it a day as we're gonna see what happened as looks like Hubert shit. Sorry, the 06 I forgot how to pronounce his last name. Oh no.
I'm not helping you this time.
Oh crap. Sayak Masiak. It's crap.
Oh my goodness.
I totally butchered that. Apologies,
See,
man. But
we'll
anyway,
get an angle and see if anyone else was involved. Because I think there might have been a few others that. And
Masiak.
Schmidt got the outside wall, and there you see Christian West get his damage.
I'm trying to find a better angle, but you see, it seems like everybody was just trying to shove it in the corner. Masiak on the low side. Yeah, it looks like the 24
Allison
got tight,
I
and
think.
McCullum sort of flipped him around. Well, he didn't flip him, but. Yeah, McCullum couldn't really do anything about that, and unfortunately,
As race leader Aaron Mulrooney has hit pit road for the first time tonight, so that will put Dylan Schwallenberg up into the lead for this restart, as Mulrooney had went I believe every lap up to this point.
Yeah. Schwallenberg, last time he was in Victory Lane. He's actually been in Victory Lane once. His first ever debut happened in the dual race in the Cup Series, and now he's running toward the front. Also beside him, the 002 of Harry Grindle, as well as Casey Drake, Derek M. Smith, some more other drivers. Yeah, more other drivers. What the heck am I saying? Bro, I'm as sick as you.
Yeah, you specifically avoided the 06. I get it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I totally forgot. Masiak was up there. I'm sorry. I feel so horrible. I like his scheme, though. Pretty nice. Hey, enemy. I'm sorry. God.
My PR team is developing a statement here that will read along the lines of comment.
Oh, God.
Signed, Laryngitis Guy.
Laryngitis Guy. Fantastic.
As the field is... the outside line, are you there?
Yeah.
This looks to be a very jumbled restart here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, everybody's sort of confused as we take the green flag. We're back up and away.
Green
Man,
flag.
big jam up right behind. Of course, I hit the wall. There they go. Klein is going to go around. Oh, what an avoidance there by the 73 of Richard Valverde. to stop the
No
brakes.
caution.
Yeah,
We're
no
still
caution.
green so far. I think Klein was the only one that went around. And
Oh, Derek's in the wall. Might have got put in the wall by the 002. Get a replay of that. And no, not even
he
contact.
just sent it, I think.
Yeah, too hard into the corner, and now Schwallenberg, all he has to do is just limp it. I mean, not limp it, but just fling it through the corners and stay clean. But right now, the top 5 is scrambling all sorts of position. You see the 66 Derek Smith, he was running second. Now falls all the way to 4th place. McCollum gonna go under. William, well, attempts to, but can't make it happen as McCollum gets loose off the corner. It's fun racing as McCollum's gonna try to drive it to the low side yet again. He could get a nice bite off of 4 and hold alongside of cars, but that outside lane is just so strong. It's just a matter of how he's gonna make it happen. You see right there. Oh man, near contact.
Looks like Derek M. Smith is much slower.
Whoa!
We got a car going around. That's the 85 of.
Scott Yost pounds the inside wall. We still stay green though, as all these drivers work double file as into the corner. Matthew Klein.
Oh,
car on the wall. Smith and Webster's gonna go around.
And still no caution somehow.
Yeah, Webster keeps himself out of.
That's the 3rd driver to spin since the green flag came back out, and none of them brought a caution out.
Yeah, this older tire model, it allows drivers to have some grip on the grass. That's why they could probably keep it out of the inside wall. As you see one car, speaking of wall, that's 66 Derek M. Smith, has not been going anywhere. 53 Jackson Benchik gets in the wall. Some more contact. Mashiak and Poindexter and Charlie Byer is all in the mix as they work into one. Mashiak is gonna get split 3 wide. Byer, what a move!
What a move by Byer. Oh,
these cars are just littered everywhere.
look at Mulrooney up the outside. He's trying to make back the positions he lost from pitting, so he's trying to make quick work of this field and get right up back to the front where he started the race and dominated.
Right. But he's way, way far back. If this thing goes green all the way, Schwallenberg has pulled a nice gap over that 002 of Harry Grindle, but Casey gives him the bumper. Oh man, super late model racing at its finest. No! Oh my goodness.
Keeps it going. As that'll put Alex McCollum back up into 3rd as well. Actually 2nd. And
right in the background, you see it right there. This car turns.
Allison's on pit road. I think that's Charlie Byer. Yep, it is. So he was running in the top 10 at the time.
Take a look. What happened to the number 7 of Byron? Yeah, it looks like
Griffey's in there.
Blink through. Alright. Man. Car whipping it out for the wave around. And Schwallenberg gonna hit pit road, so that'll reshuffle the lead to Alex McCollum in the 092. Schwallenberg with a nice stint up front. Kept that car in clean air, and the 002 of Harry Grindle couldn't really capitalize. And Grindle, I think he did pit last time. Yes, he did. I think he is on pit road. But Griffey, 18X on his machine. I think he got a penalty, unfortunately. Austin Griffey, you see him right there. Well, you don't see him right now, but there he is. Probably gonna serve a holding penalty. Works himself out on the racetrack. Currently 2 laps down. There's Schwallenberg, just talking about him.
As we're already halfway done with this race. It's a really quick one here tonight.
Right.
I think this is only the 4th or 5th caution we've had, which I guess compared to last week, isn't that bad, but
Yeah, definitely.
still a lot more green laps than caution laps, and I really hope I didn't just jinx it, because I'll be mad if I did.
Currently your leader, number 50, not 57, 092, Alex McCullum. 43 laps to go. Once they, actually 42, once they cross the wire. 2 lead changes. Not yet to see a pass for the lead. But, McCullum is in front of that number 2 of Aaron Mulrooney. And he's gonna like the inside for the restart rather than Mulrooney being up on the high banks.
Christian West also up there in the 075.
Right.
He qualified, I think, in
3rd place.
He got qualified, yeah, 2nd or 3rd, so the guys that qualified 1, 2, 3 once again find them 2, 3, and McCullum will hit the gas, and we are back green here at Thompson.
Green flag.
Close racing there for 2nd place. Contact as Mulrooney hopped off the wheel of that 075 of Christian West, who gets shoved up the racetrack, and they're all over the place off of 2. That's a great move for Mulrooney to sail it in, but he obviously made contact as he...
Yellow flag is out.
We got a wreck. Oh, multiple drivers. We're still wrecking.
Yost in there, Menshew, and Hood,
Seth
and
Hood.
Casey.
Right.
As the first 3 of those were also involved in the Jake Sylvia incident earlier on.
We'll see what happens as they work themselves through the corner. Looks like Scott Yost got a bit of help. Oh no, there was all sorts of jam outs and such going left and right, and Yost. Oh man!
Oh!
Whoa! Casey Drake just flat out. I wouldn't say he dumped him, but Seth really stopped dead nuts in the corner. I don't know what Seth was doing. He stopped way before the corner even came, like down the middle of the straightaway, and Casey, well, I mean, the 69 stopped in time, or he slowed down in time, attempted to.
Somebody else hit the 85 as well, got blocked by that billboard. I want to see who that was. Somebody else got into it.
Right there, that's Jackson Menshew, and the 06
that's the 06.
Yeah, 06 of Hubert Masiak. They go on to pit road, and of course, unfortunately...
No, Allison also still there. He's now 20 laps down. He must have gotten fired or something like that.
Right.
How about Karsten Poindexter making his way up into 3rd place? So I believe he was in the top 5 last week, and he got wrecked within the last, I believe, on the final caution. So hopefully that doesn't happen to him again this week, as he showed a lot of strength last week and making his way up to the front again here.
I could rewind to the point of caution, or the caution being interesting, just by a click, rather than me having to go through multiple replay sections and stuff. So I can just see that. Cool. So I just need to drag that. Oh, Marino. Some more drivers hitting pit road. Derek M. Smith hits pit road. Darius Rezadadgar, he hits pit road as well.
So it looks like we're going to have, I think, 18 cars on the lead lap here for this restart, as Seth Hood and the 06 of Hubert Masiak have both gone at least 1 lap down making repairs. So still a decent amount of the field still in contention on the lead lap here, as we just have 35 laps to go. So if those guys in the back want to start making moves, they got to start now. They can't really wait much longer.
Yep, the pace car is in, and Alex McCullum has retained the lead, and he's back on the gas, dropping away as number 2, Mulrooney, attempts to close the gap, but Poindexter's giving him a headache as Poindexter gets tight.
I believe, hopefully Bundren kept that off the wall, but that was really close regardless.
He kept it off the wall, and he's duking it out with the 075 at Christian West, as you're still double file throughout the corner. Lots of great racing throughout as one car hits the wall. Harry Grendel gets put up nearly on his side.
And they keep it going again.
No caution. That's unbelievable.
Second time this race, Grindel's gone up on 2 wheels and not spun it, so pretty good car controller, pretty good luck or something.
Right. Working themselves in the corner. Now the field works back down to single file, but Ezeckiel Mulrooney, he's coming. McCullum tagged the wall. He's definitely faster. That number 2, Mulrooney is. But, of course, experience plays key here. This is one of the free tracks on the iRacing service. Alex McCullum. That number 092 is definitely, I'm pretty sure he's one of the drivers who runs the Super Lates and the Legends and all those fun other short track vehicles. Some battling in the background. One car gets turned around.
I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah, me neither. Got out a shot. We were trying to find him, but he probably got it back going. Oh, Valverde is back on a pit road. Unfortunately, you see the wreck in the background.
Smith hit the wall and a Casey Drake around.
No caution. Wow, that's astonishing.
Those leaders are gonna come. Oh, that's a lot of damage on that other car there.
I've got a replay of what happened as 87 Casey Drake. Whoa!
I don't know. That kind of looked a bit intentional to me.
I'll have to take a.
That looked a bit suspicious.
Definitely, and it didn't throw the caution out either. I'm fairly surprised about that. My goodness. And
these lap cars now have to worry about getting out of the way of the leaders here.
Miserius Rezadagar in the number 46. Probably misjudged the brake definitely, because these cars, the way they drive, if you get on the brakes too hard, your car shoots up the racetrack. The front end just plants into the ground. These drivers can't really turn. You have to be very light with the brake, but still have to slow yourself down as Masiak is getting in the way of McCullum. He's worked themselves into the corner. 6 gets lapped.
You know, if they stay there, as Mulrooney's coming up behind him now.
Mulrooney was closing the gap earlier, as we now, once they cross the start-finish line, we'll see 25 laps to go, but Mulrooney, McCullum, these top 2 have pulled away from 3rd place of Carson Poindexter. You see some side-by-side racing right behind. This is Glenn Bundren and Christian West getting a run right up off the corner. Dylan Schwallenberg wants to work himself back up into the mix. Harry Grindle is up here. William Schmidt holding up Charlie Byer. Yeah, and you see the 092, McCullum, he's encountering some lap traffic as he works himself through. Casey just about runs into the car on the outside. It was a green car.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, so much lap traffic. Luckily for McCullum, he still has a nice gap over the 2 Mulrooney. But man, if that was a bigger hiccup, that number 2 Mulrooney could have definitely pounced on him if he was close enough.
Next car, they're coming up on the 96 of Brandon Sampson.
Right.
And he'll make his way down to the bottom. So, a lot more lap traffic now as we've gotten about a 15 lap or so green flag run here. So, coming up on about 20 to go, I believe, either next time or the time after that. So, definitely the closing stage is here. So, not much time left as if this thing goes green all the way, I don't think anybody besides Mulrooney has a chance to catch that 092.
Sampson moves himself to the low side out of the way for the leaders. Those top 2 are basically gapped. They're in their own zip code of their own.
Well, 5.5 seconds McCullum is up on Webster, so
yeah,
a lot of mini battles potentially still in the top 10, but
how about Webster working himself into 3rd place out of nowhere? Worked himself around the number 1 of Poindexter. Webster is the person who pitted the early top 3 as you see some lap traffic getting in the way. The 06 of Masiak working himself right up off the corner. 45 of Webster. 6 is causing a bit of a headache as he moves himself up to the high side, and boy, they're close right up off the corner.
As I'm not sure what Do you know what the fuel window here is? I don't know if we had a specific number in the pre-race at all.
Oh my goodness, they were close, but it was 70 to 75. I don't think they're. I'm pretty sure McCollum's gonna make it all the way from this point forward. I'm not expecting anything out
Fortunately.
of the blue. Right. The driver's getting out of the way.
Yeah, my laryngitis spidey senses said, you know what? Double check the fuel.
You never know. Because everybody's fairly fanned out. Except for this position. Near contact there is Glenn Bundren cutting off the number 16 of Dylan Schwallenberg. Schwallenberg working himself into the corner. Right up on the low side of the racetrack. Finally works himself around. Or at least tries to.
And Bundren will get the wall there.
Oh man, Bundren's not going to be pleased about that. He sails it into the corner. He's after the 16 now.
Didn't lose that much time, but he did lose the position, so that alone will probably be irritating that 98. Now the gap's widening there, so Schwallenberg must have known he was the fastest car and didn't want to wait any longer, as another car falls the lap down.
It's the 110 of Rob Nelson. Haven't talked about him all day. Rob now gets lapped. First car 1 lap down, and caution word to come out. It played to his favor, but all eyes are on this car in front of your screen. Is Alex McCollum, and look how much lap traffic is ahead of him. My goodness, these cars are scrambling all sorts of ways. This is the 46 series.
That's a three-way battle here, yeah.
See, the 69 is Seth Hood is already 1 lap down.
Now, how is McCollum going to approach this? Because if he does anything wrong, Mulrooney's less than a second back to make his way there. As Dadgar will go on the apron.
Yeah, just move yourself out of the way. Just not pick up those leaders. But speaking of picking up
Mulrooney's there.
85 is sort of getting in the way, and he's running that high side where all those leaders want to run.
McCollum's lead is gone. Mulrooney's got it down to a couple car lengths now, as he really sent it into that turn, and he has a shot here into turn 3 to get the wall behind him.
Yeah, that was the 69 of Seth Hood.
Yeah, those couple lapped cars have allowed Aaron Mulrooney to pull almost right up to the bumper of that 092. So with just 10 laps to go, we've got ourselves a race for the win here.
Yeah, Cam
as the rest of the field is 8 seconds back, so
right.
It's pretty much down to these two now, barring crazy stupid stuff.
Right. Mulrooney has been dominant on the short tracks, but now this is pretty much his first ever competition he's ever had here in iSCAR. But McCollum runs here a bit part-time. He's the 53 of, that's Jackson Menchu. Gets off the wall, puts himself back in line. And yet again, he's running where the leaders want to run. Menchu being a hold-up, trying to keep himself on the lead lap. It's that number 92, man. McCollum about to put the bumper to the 53. He gets tied off the corner. Uh-oh, here comes Mulrooney's chance.
Mulrooney. There they go.
Oh, they're tight.
Oh, McCollum is not going to be happy with Menchu at all. As what a big run McCollum got on the outside there to retain the lead.
Now McCollum sitting with a 16X. He can't get a penalty now. If he gets some type of contact, it's over for him. And Mulrooney, he has an 8X, so I'm not sure how he's going to play it. And man, Schmidt is causing a headache to that number 092. Schmidt finally goes 1 lap down. These all these drivers to Alex McCollum is just giving him a headache.
That's important to note as well, because now Mulrooney can put the bumper to McCollum, but McCollum cannot put the bumper to Mulrooney.
Right.
So Mulrooney with a huge advantage here. So if Mulrooney puts the bumper to him and passes for the lead, McCollum does not have the ability to do it back.
06 and Mashiak moves out of the way to the low side. Probably the preferred way to move yourself out of the racetrack. He now comes up on the number 66, the Derek M. Smith, to put now 8 cars on the lead lap of the 8 of Charlie Byer. This is for position right in front of them. This 66 and 7 are going to go at it, but man, where to go? Mulrooney, I mean not Mulrooney, but McCollum's going to attempt to split the middle, but you saw right there, Derek just moved himself to the low side, get out of the way of the leaders, and The 7 as well, just getting out of the way. 3 laps to go.
As the lapped cars helped Aaron Mulrooney pull within reaching distance of Alex McCollum, and now they've turned around and gotten him back away from the bumper of McCollum. So lapped cars can be your enemy and your friend, and I guess the enemy of your enemy is your friend, you know, stuff. But as
Semi-white flag.
I hesitated for a second because the flagman wasn't waving a flag or anything, but it isn't white for Alex McCollum, and into 3 for the final time. He will take that turn perfectly as the car on the wall in front of him, not going to matter. Out of turn 4, Alex McCollum will win the Laryngitis 100 here at Thompson. Congratulations to that 092 on a great win here tonight, and Aaron Mulrooney will pull up just short in second, but a great run for him as well.
Yeah, definitely. Those lap cars played it interesting, as you saw Menchu getting in the way, all these other drivers getting in the way and such, but just a 6 caution race, fairly clean for a super late model race, honestly. Usually on the official side, things do go all sorts of places, but on the front straightaway, that number 092, Alex McCollum, he's going to burn it down. Full order is going to be shown in front of your screen. Alex McCollum is your winner. Mulrooney in second place, just 1 second behind, and he gapped Webster by a whole 10 seconds.
Only 7 cars on the lead lap here tonight. That's... wow. For a race that had over 20 cars, or about 20 cars finish the race, only 7 on the lead is something else.
Yeah, definitely. And first the order is going to be shown on your screen. That'll be it here from Thompson. We're going to go ahead and slide ourselves to the side and drag in the top 3 for interviews. We'll be right back. This is the Laryngitis 100 presented by Jewish Ram Sickness, iSCAR Super Late Model Series. Catch you later here in just a moment. And if you're now just joining us here live, we're back as we're going to go ahead and slide in our interviewees here for tonight for the Laryngitis 100% by Jewish Ram Sickness iSCAR Super Late Model Series round number 2 after 100 laps. So we'll go start toward the rear and work ourselves forward as go ahead and drag in that number 45 of Cody Webster, and I'll go ahead and take the interview, and into the booth goes the number 45 of Cody Webster. Webster, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, we saw you in the top 3 out of nowhere within those final, I guess, 25 laps of the race. You had 44 laps on your tires. How did it just work out there toward the end for that top 3?
Well, I mean, I had an eventful race. I pitted early before the leaders, went to the back, drove my way all the way up to the front. I got a little contact with Glenn. Sorry about that, Glenn. But had to send myself to the back. They got involved in the wreck and spun. I don't know how it all worked out. All I know is I was taking right sides only, and it was working out. It was just plowing off the corner. Those two guys up front, no matter probably what I would have done, they were going to beat me. I couldn't probably flip the strategy anyway. I mean, they were just a lot quicker. Only thing I was hoping for if they got caught up in something. But hey, I brought it back home third. I'm not a short track guy, so by all means, this is definitely a win for me.
Yeah, definitely. Webster, you come into tonight's race, and I don't even know if you showed up last race at USA, but try to find your name. And I don't think you did. No, actually, you did. You did finish 6th place at USA, so another solid finish here to round yourself out in Super Late Model Series. Gonna carry momentum for the Bronze Series, I guess. A bit of vibes from there.
Yeah, I mean it's not it's not the same thing. Like I said, I'm not good at short track racing, so I still got a lot to learn and figure out what to do, practice wise and stuff like that. So that when you have short track guys like Alex, Aaron, even some other guys, the younger guys that are quicker than me, I'm kind of catching up. So it's a little different than when I was in the K&N, but honestly, it still feels good. Still carrying, 2 top 10s. I'll take it. And we'll go on to next. I don't even know where we are next week, but we'll go on next week and try to do the same thing and just see what we can do and salvage a decent finish.
All right, man. 10-4. Cody Webster going to round himself out third after starting in 9th place. Before we let you go, I just want to thank you for tonight.
Redline Racing, all the guys over there. Miller Motorsports, Webster Motorsports. You for running this whole thing, streaming. You and Dewey doing the commentating and everything and the interviews. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Appreciate all you guys do.
All right, and that's number 45 of Cody Webster. We'll go ahead and see you come next race.
Sounds good.
And we're gonna go ahead and slide into the booth here in just a moment once I change around McCullum's name and stuff like that. 7.6K. So into the booth goes the number 2, Mulrooney, and Dewey, go ahead and take this one away.
All right, Aaron, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
See, you won the pole and you dominated that first half of the race, but you couldn't quite get by Alex in the second half. So what do you think the difference was between the first half and the second half of that race?
I personally think it was just about maintaining the track position and seeing who could work through the field the best. I had a great race with Alex the entire race, and I thought it was a pretty good finish or pretty good battle up until the end. It was just frankly in the pit stop I took, he was able to gain a couple of spots on me, and I had to work my way through the field, and it frankly resulted in him just cycling back through me. So he ended up getting first, I ended up getting second. So I'll take it.
Yeah, man, you did have a good run overall, even though you didn't quite pick up the win. How much impact do you think the couple lap cars might have had there at the end?
I would say they were able to slow Alex down a little bit, but I felt like we were even throughout the entire race. So, I mean, if those lap cars weren't really there, my guess is it probably would have been, the same distance regardless. I believe I was catching him for a couple laps, and then it just started to level off. So, it was just some intense racing, and I'm happy to bring it home second.
All right, man. Before we let you go, any sponsors you want to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, I definitely want to thank you, Dewey, and Zeke for broadcasting. I think this will be an interesting one to watch at the end. I'd also like to thank Proximity Racing, Splash Go Graphics, Trace Shuttlesworth Images, Also Garage Doors, and iRacing for creating this software.
All right, man. Aaron Mulrooney rounding out here in second place. Congratulations on the finish, and we hope to see you again the rest of this weekend.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Same to you.
That was Aaron Mulrooney in the number 2, and we'll go ahead and slide in our winner here for tonight. Alex McCullum into the booth he goes, and he started himself, I think, in second place, but found himself around that number 2, Mulrooney. Alex, you got a copy?
Yep.
Man, what a win here at Thompson. You were working yourself around lap traffic there, as well as you were also with 16 incident points. Had to be nerve-wracking working around those lap cars.
Oh yeah, it was tough because some guys were racing for position, so they probably didn't want to give up the position. So I just had to take my time getting around them.
Right, man. With lap cars getting in the way, the 2 Mulrooney was catching you, but luckily you started pulling away from him. That car had to be good under the hood here tonight. How was it?
Yeah. For some reason with the every super race I run with, I always get tight after restarts. So I'm always hoping for green flag run. Luckily, I was able to get that. Uh, it's always something. I always get tight for some reason. But overall, good night.
You have 10-4, man. Before we let you go, McCullum, any sponsors you want to go ahead and endorse before we let you go for this one?
Just you guys for putting on the event and broadcast, and it was a fun night. Come out on a Wednesday night and just have fun.
All right, man. 10-4, Alex McCullum, the Pro Series driver. We'll go ahead and give you some good luck for Tuesday nights, and if you go ahead and come on and go ahead to before another iSCAR event, give you some good luck over there.
Thank you.
That was Alex McCullum in the 092. And yeah, that'll be it here for tonight. And my thing, of course, I wanted to glitch out. Nothing's gonna save, unfortunately, as it does like that because things are weird. But oh well. Dude, what you think of the next race?
We got some nice mountains in the background though, so that's always nice. Not in Connecticut, of course, but they're nice. But my thoughts about the race, I thought it was a much better race than we saw at USA last week. Even though we still had 6 cautions, they seem to be spread out a lot more, and they also seem to, maybe it's just me, but they also seem to take up a lot less time. So we got to see a lot more battles throughout the field, even with the leaders pretty much gone, than we usually do see in iSCAR races. So it was a really refreshing short track race. I think that is pretty much what short track racing on iRacing should pretty much be like, and I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. And with that being summed up, thank you for joining us here for the Thompson 100. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
And I'm Dewey Strand with laryngitis. Thanks for you tune in for, as we have a really good slate of races this weekend. We've got a doubleheader at Eldora on Friday night with the sprint cars and the trucks. And we have the Cup Series is going to Martinsville for 250 laps. That's going to be a long one. And Xfinity will be taking their talents to Mid-Ohio. So a really interesting, fun weekend here. So make sure you come back and tune in for those as well. So we're just getting started here.
With that summed out, thank you all for joining in the broadcast. This is KMN, painting words in motorsports. That did not make any sense.